Do you think that's gonna stay?
I don't know, I'm feeling optimistic.
All right, cool. I'm Jason Zook.
I'm Caroline Zook.
And this is a little video, just wanted to share, I have a book that just came out. It's called
What?
Own Your Weird.
What?
Yeah, it's also right here.
What?
Yeah.
You wrote a book?
I did write
Does
a book.
it have pictures?
It has a couple pictures, yeah.
Oh,
If you're
nice.
into books that have pictures, I mean, it's not a picture book, but there's some fun little illustrations.
I love that little guy.
Of me.
Also, your arms are so hairy.
I have a lot of arm hair. Yeah, when the
It's not untrue.
when the what's some
ASMR.
the ASMR folks are
always
going to be
gotta bring the ASMR back.
loving that.
I'm gonna take this and I'm
Okay.
gonna turn
Getting
this little interview around and I'm gonna ask you some questions, mister.
Oh, okay, cool.
What is the title of this book?
The title is Own Your Weird.
Very
Didn't
good.
even have to look.
An oddly effective way for finding happiness in work, life, and love.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wrote a book about love. Did you ever think that would happen?
It's a romance novel hidden within a nonfiction
God, I
book.
wish. What would your romance novel be?
Do you remember early on in the idea of this book, I wanted it to be half graphic novel, half nonfiction book?
You're gonna do that one day.
Yeah.
Who is this book for? That's a good question.
This book, oh man, it's for anybody who feels like they don't fit in. It's for anybody who feels like the rules of maybe society or family or friendships or business maybe don't jive with you and you feel a little bit uncomfortable with that. And it's also just for people who like reading stories of people that do things differently, because the book is a bunch of my stories, our stories actually, and we do talk about our lives being a bit weird in normal videos and other things we do, but this book is for people who maybe want to embrace what makes them unique, and not necessarily do you have to feel like, oh, I'm a weirdo by reading this book, but weird is just kind of the container for being you and showing up 100% authentically to you. How did I do?
You did a great job.
Okay, great.
Because everybody's weird. Like that's
That's
secret
the thing.
here.
And
you
we
know?
all look up to weird people. Everybody we follow on Instagram, everybody we love their tweets on Twitter, or you connect with in all the different places
magazine
online.
covers or
You like the people that are different, that are unique, that are weird. So if you do those things yourself, I believe you'll be more successful because I've seen it work for me and for us and for other people.
I would also add, because I wouldn't necessarily consider myself being someone who doesn't feel like they fit in, but this book is also for anybody who is just tired of fitting in.
Now it's just
like maybe you fit in a little too well, but it's getting exhausting to like keep up with what your parents want for you, what your spouse wants for you, what your society wants for you. Like maybe it's just all a little bit exhausting to play by the rules and you're ready in your life to start writing your own rules. How did I do?
You did great. You did great.
What are some favorite stories that you share in this book?
The opening story is really fun. When the book was being written, we were trying to think of like something to hook the reader in, and so we open on this scene of me being in a courthouse with my lawyer,
Interesting.
doing this incredibly weird thing, which was selling my last name, but then going one step further to actually have that last name as my legal name, and so
Right.
that's a fun story that's in there for sure. I share our journey of moving across country, but the fun story of that, which is the Everything Must Go sale that we held at our home, where people showed up at our house at like 8 a.m. for this sale.
Who do you know in your life who sold all their earthly possessions through an Everything Must Go sale? My only regret is that we didn't get the super neon
I know, the
signage
open
for
sign.
our house.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
last chance, everything must go.
Everything must go. Liquidation sale of our home.
We ran like a local commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
So there's a
regrets.
bunch of like those fun things in there. The ethos that you I've weaved through and my editor weaved through, big shout out to Running Press for helping make this book happen, was the way things have always been done is not the way things have to be done. So in
Amen
all of
to
the
that.
stories,
I like
that thing
that.
is just kind of being weaved and woven through.
It's a good little tweetable, don't you think?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, my last question, my last hard-hitting interview question.
Do it.
Who is Portia the Pig?
Oh, Portia the Pig. She's a Gloucestershire.
Just
I'll
kidding.
put it up on screen. That's actually her breed of pig. I looked it up because it's just a very
so
interesting
cute.
look. They're a very rare breed of pig too. But she is, she kind of goes along with you a little bit in the book. She's not fully featured, but she's on the cover. She's
If
important.
you would like to read...
Ooh, getting jealous.
Wow.
Getting jealous.
If you can see Plaxico, he started
Yeah.
hearing
Are
about
you
Portia the
getting
Pig, and he was
jealous?
like, hi, I look like a poor belly pig too.
Yeah, you're our own poor belly pig named Plaxico. It's also with a P. Yeah.
Also, we know
There you
it's
go.
potbelly pig, but in our family we call it poor belly pork.
Poor belly pig,
Is what
poor
we call
belly
that.
pork.
If you would like to read a really cute couple of paragraphs of Portia the Pig's backstory, Jason wrote this amazing story on the website in like 15 minutes if you want evidence of his weird. And he was like, oh, here's Portia the Pig's entire backstory, and it's really adorable and cute, and I think you should write children's books.
Yeah,
anyway,
it'd be fun.
To check that out, you can go to wanderingaimfully.com/own for short, and that's you scroll down to the bottom and you'll see Portia the Pig there. That's also where you can click through to your favorite retailer to buy this book.
Yeah, I'll put some links in the description too, so you don't have to go multiple clicks deep, but it's available where all books are sold. If you go to an actual bookstore, not many people I don't think do that anymore, but if you do and you find it, snap a photo, send it to me. I'm at Jason Does Stuff across all the social medias, or at Wandering Aimfully.
We love you more than Portia.
Yeah, don't worry, bud.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
That's the last thing I want to say, is that you wrote this book, you had this crazy idea 3 years ago to write it in front of people, and by that I mean on the internet, so that everyone could see what it takes to write a book, and you wanted to show people that it doesn't have to be this big, crazy, burdensome dream in your head that you never tackle. And you sat down in 2 weeks and you wrote the words, which got, switched around and edited and reorganized and all that stuff, but like the bones of this were created in 2 weeks. And so I think that's really inspiring to people who feel like they have a story to tell, or they have a weird thing that they want to share with the world, that they can do it too. And then you got your own publisher through like another weird idea. Instead of going through the normal traditional channels, you wrote your own rules. You created a website called Dear Book Publisher.
Shout out to Layla for grabbing onto that idea and becoming my book agent. She was awesome. That's how you found your
agent.
Yep.
And so this book has a very weird backstory of how it came into existence that I feel like people can take as inspiration as they go forward in their own lives. So
thanks, babe. Yeah, and it was super fun. You edited a full version of this book at one point in its existence. So
I'm a ghost editor.
This book has been through the editorial process multiple times, and I think comparing it to my first book, Creativity for Sale, holy crap, this book is so much better. But that's also with years of experience and a bunch of people who are a lot more talented being part of the process. So yeah, I hope people, if you watch this, you probably, you care about the work that we do and you like the things that we do.
Hopefully.
Or you don't.
Unless you just hate watch, in which case, that's fine.
Don't do that. Find other things to do. But yeah, grab a copy of the book. I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you do read it, please leave a review on Amazon or wherever you want to leave a review. Those reviews go a long way for smaller authors like myself.
Well, you're pretty tall, to be fair.
Taller in stature, but smaller in notoriety of writing.
You are tall and small.
Tall and small. That's my next book.
Coming at you.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for checking out the book. Thanks to Caroline for being such a supportive life partner and embracing all of my weird isms.
I really do. I love that you're weird, man.
I mean,
you've made me 10 times weirder over the years, and I love it.
Kind of have to be. Otherwise, I don't know what would happen. Okay. I don't know. Anywho.
We'd wrap it up.
Yeah, we do a good job getting these videos done properly.
Check out the book. And thanks for all your support. We love you guys.
Bye. Bye.